All right, guys, welcome to day 4 of Digital Inertia, where we are talking all about ways we can secure that forward motion, that forward momentum, and keep it going in this digital world as our physical world starts to reopen. Over the past 2 days, we have talked about what it's going to take to keep the momentum moving forward. We have talked about things like recognizing that what we weren't doing in the digital space before COVID, before the physical sort of shut down, isn't going to work, isn't going to carry us forward into the future of digital engagement, of digital strategy. So we're going to have to adapt. That was another thing we talked about, adapting our resources, adapting our goals, adapting our strategy. We also talked about looking at analytics, making sure that we are actually having a quantitative look at what we're doing, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, specifically on social media. And the reason for that is because as the physical world has shut down and the whole world has turned to digital, one of the main ways we've seen that manifest for most organizations is an uptick in social media usership and social media content. So today we're still going to zoom in and look at social media specifically, and we are talking all about engagement. So for those of you who might not know, engagement is kind of this buzzword in the social media world. No longer are people necessarily focusing on the number of followers or the wide or the broad reach they have, but how engaged the followers they have actually are. So when we say the word engagement, here's what we actually mean. It's just interaction. Engagement is interaction, so think of it that way. It's interactions with the content that you're posting. So of course, there's the likes, the comments, the shares, the saves in some regards, and then there's also the interaction with your actual page. So on Facebook and Instagram, that's the DMs, that's the clicks on your buttons, your calls to action, it's the views of your websites, the actual views of your profiles, and those are the sorts of things we're talking about when we also say engagement. So, engagement is going to be key as we move forward from this, because every organization out there, just like you, is looking at ways to up their digital, their social media strategy so that they can stay relevant and stay at the top of their game, or get to the top of their game, right? So, how do we maintain and potentially even increase those levels of engagement that we have been seeing during this time? The first thing you're going to do is keep showing up. On Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter, the more you post, the more you will show up. Now, do not hear me say to post just for the sake of posting. That's not what I'm saying. Posting poor content or not quality content is not going to increase your engagement just by the sheer fact that you're posting. But if you continue to show up and continue to regularly invest in posting quality content, Instagram will see you as an active profile, Facebook will see you as an active profile, and your organic reach will increase slowly but surely, and that will naturally get you higher levels of engagement. Now that's just that first step. So it's not if you build it, they will come. It's not if you post, people are going to flock to it, engage. There's more to it than that, and we're going to get there. The second thing you're going to do as you show up is give people the opportunity to engage. So often on social media, I will see clients or organizations that I don't even work with post content and have such little engagement. We're talking maybe no comments at all, no likes, no shares. And the reason for that is that the post, the content, the copy of that post is not actually asking the viewer to do anything. You are not asking me to like, to comment, to double tap, to share, to tag someone. You're not asking me to do any of that. So the likelihood of me doing that or a user doing that on their own is very, very slim. What we do know about user behavior is people want to engage. They want their voice to be heard. They want to share. They want to feel like they're a part of something bigger. And so often we're actually just not giving the opportunity to do that. So ask questions in your captions. Ask questions in your Facebook posts. Invite people to engage with the content you're posting to create that culture of engagement on your feed with the followers you do have. Just by doing that, you will see engagement increase. The last thing that you're going to want to do to increase that engagement is to actually respond when people comment. Actually respond when people send you a DM or ask a question. This seems like a no-brainer, but so often what I see is people focus on growth, right? people focus on growing and getting larger numbers and larger audiences and larger reach that they neglect to care for the people who are actually there, the people who are already bought in, and the people who are showing up. So every comment you see on your Instagram should have a reply. Every DM you get should get a reply, and it should be authentic, intentional, and engaging, not necessarily just a like or a thumbs up or a heart or anything like that, but actually talk to people like they are people, because that's what is on the other side of every screen, of every comment, is an actual person who is trying to engage with you and looking for something in return. So remember, keep showing up. Give people the opportunity to engage with the content you're actually posting and with your page, and reply to people. Just talk to people and treat them like people, and you will see an increase in engagement. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Digital Inertia, and be sure to come back tomorrow. We are wrapping this whole thing up. I'm going to have a giveaway for you, and I can't wait to share.